Kayla's vocal, first things first. This has a processing order down here, which this is not the normal processing order. Once you hit that button, then you can swap the processing order. I'll do it for you. Watch. It just changes your chain of processes. See, that's how it comes standard. Dynamics, then the insert, then the EQ.
Yep.
But if you swap it, it goes EQ, insert, dynamic. So here's what I do. I EQ like that. That red one is the low, which is set to 220, and that is a room thing. That's just low middle that's going to happen in this room. Now the nasal or honk that'll happen with Kayla's vocal is that green one, 1.8 today. The treble is at 4.3, which is another thing in his vocal. So those two are kind of mainly for his vocal. The other two are just room notes, the yellow one being low mid at 600, you know. And then, okay, so next in the processing chain after the EQ is an insert. So the insert on this one is this 3-band compressor, which is all the effects in this desk are just Midas effects. I can't do plugins, but they're all great, so it works good. Anyway, the way it works is there's a low mid frequency point, which is looking like it's at about, I don't know, 600 or 800, and there's the high mid frequency point, which is at about 2K or 3K. So basically, the threshold on this section is all the way open right there, and the threshold on this section is all the way open. But I'm comping this section, which is basically squashing those frequencies hard. Yep. Then come back over here, and after the insert is dynamics, so then it goes to this compressor, and that's the final stage of how it's treated. And then once it leaves there, it goes to the group section right here, and I'm not doing any more EQ or dynamics at that point, although I could if I wanted. But everything in the groups, which is the instruments, goes to the left-right, except for the vocal. Then the left-right comes to matrix 1 and 2, and the vocal comes to matrix 1 and 2. So the band is getting compressed in the stereo, but then the band and the vocal meet in matrix 1 and get compressed yet again. So it seems like a lot of compression, but if you're only doing anywhere from 2 to 1 to 4 to 1 ratio, then over time it all adds up, as opposed to it sounding like it's getting really squashed in the beginning.
Yep.
This is what's on the left-right doing the band compression, and this is what's on the matrix 1 and 2 doing the final compression, which is a compressor set with a late attack, a small ratio, and then a limiter. So the limiter is actually the final stage, and that's the vocal chain.